Good morning, dear friends. I'm Roland Gunther, homeopath on Royston on Vancouver Island, and today you're meeting me out at one of my favorite places, at the beach. I was fishing in the last few days and I caught some fish, and the plan is I put my fish scraps out there, and very often I can attract the eagles, and I hope that we can do that today. And then I can talk a little bit about energy, eagle energy, and stuff like that. And you see the first ones coming are usually the crows or the seagulls. Today it's the crows here. Yeah. And now let's have a pause and just wait a little bit and see who's coming. Oh yeah, here it comes. Turn it on. Yeah, here you see one immature eagle is there, and the second one is circling above. And I hope that we can have them in the background and that they will um, entertain us a little bit. Sometimes it's really, really fun just to watch them. And here another one is, oh, there's two above us in the fair, right above us, but they are sure out of the view of the camera in the moment on top of this tree. So the eagle, but you hear it probably. I hope you can hear the eagle and calling in the background. Oh, here's another one coming. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. They are gorgeous animals. Absolutely fascinating, gorgeous animals. They are so beautiful. I think everybody loves to see them and to watch them. Now, let's talk a little bit about the energy. It's not an easy energy. You know, when we do a ceremony and preparing homeopathic remedies in a ceremonial way, then we go into the energy of the eagle. Now, and when I say eagle now, it's about the bald eagle that we see here. And one thing you see, they are not super emotional, but they can be very angry. And um, yeah, they fight each other for food, absolutely. When we go into eagle energy, that means when we um, use the eagle to guide us or call in eagle energy to guide us, it can be a really, really difficult journey. Because on one hand, it's like I said, very fascinating. It's also very seductive. The seduction is that things seem to be very clear. The eagle has a very clear eyesight, sees clear details uh, across the distance of a football field, could read a newspaper, something like that. Yeah. And things are also clear in another way. Everything is black and white. That means in eagle, and when we go in eagle energy, yeah, we always seem to be right and feel we are right, and we see it on all the problems are the problems of other people that just don't get it. Yeah. And here now we have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven eagles that are around here. That's wonderful. And it's also when you look at the eagle, yeah, they love to see on top. So they see everything and everybody can see them. Other raptors, like the goshawk, for example, always sits hidden in the tree. You don't see that with the eagle. Yeah, the eagle sits on top of the of a rock or on top of an island, on top of a tree, on top of a big building sometimes, so everybody could see it. So to be seen, to be is also an important part of it. And so also with native people, they use the eagle feathers for powwow, yeah, and powwow dancing again is a lot about looking good and look me how good I look. So this is there is also a certain sense of, yeah, when we went into eagle energy, a sense of entitlement. Yeah, I know what's the right thing to do here, and I know better than you, and I feel entitled to do certain things. Like the eagle is the bald eagle is not the greatest of hunters. Yeah, yes, they can hunt, but they much more prefer somebody else to do the hunt. They are excellent bullies. Yeah. When the osprey comes here and has a fish, right away the bald eagle is after it. The bald eagle can hunt fish, yeah, but they rather take it away from somebody else that got it than fishing themselves. And in yeah, and like I said, it's about a great sense of entitlement because I know and I see what's going on and how things are. I see the truth, and in every detail, I have the right to interfere wherever I want. And that's can be a problem. And it's also in when people like work with the ego in shamanic ways or in native ways called vision quest and have the ego as a spirit animal or spirit helper. I remember this old medicine woman who taught me many years ago. Once she said, well, if I put people up for vision quest and send them in the mountains and they come home with the eagle, I know they will have a really hard time. First, they will fly really high and go into all this almost arrogance of this seeing everything and knowing everything and being entitled to do everything. And then they will land really hard. And only when they can ground themselves in this landing, and it's often very, very embarrassing and really bad for them, um, only then they can carry the eagle energy for the rest of their life in integrity. And the eagle is also like the bald eagle is also when you compare it with a golden eagle that we don't have here at the coast. I saw in 10 years, I think once a golden eagle here. It's usually it's bald eagles and the immature bald eagles like we see here a few. The golden eagle is way more remote, way more in the mountains, loners, and oh my gosh, what a hunter! They are not happy just with a stinking fish like the bald eagle is. Yeah, no, they hunt like falconers or people hunting with eagle. They hunt wolves with them or deer, really big foxes, big game. They are powerful, powerful hunters, but way more hidden, way more remote, um, way more uh, regal, not in pretense and show, but in really being it. So traditionally, you can see the bald eagle in many native traditions has been used mainly for power, whereas for for spiritual purposes, or especially in the warrior tradition, as somebody getting wearing a feather because he did something, a brave action. That's more. That is actually the golden eagle. That stands for that. Now, the bald eagle is like a feminine aspect of the eagle energy. The golden eagle has more the masculine aspect of the eagle energy. The bald eagle is closer to us. It's more social. They are more coming together. They are they're closer to the ocean, closer to the land, not quite as aloof in the mountains as the golden eagle is. And like in all raptors, it's also the female of the bald eagle that's the bigger one that has the say and the nest and so. And um, it's when you look at how native women carry eagle feathers, they do it in very graceful form. And as women are from nature a little bit more humble, the humiliation of a failure or of landing, like after a failed hunt, landing in the water and rowing ashore, like I saw sometimes with a bald eagle, does not is not quite as devastating as when you come from this more masculine sense of entitlement and arrogance. Yeah, and so and for them it's enough for neighbors to say hi. For them it's enough to for women it's enough to wear a few eagle plumes or a fan of the white tail feathers of the bald eagle. This is very, very feminine and very graceful and very beautiful. So I think there's a higher level of the eagle energy where that includes failure, that includes the lower aspects of life, that includes the feminine, and that includes especially a certain humility that we often are forced to learn by life and by the failures we experience in life when we have to come down from our high place on top of the mountain and see, how was it, this beautiful uh, country song. I thought I was king of a mountain, but I'm only a fool on the hill. You know, this aspect has to be integrated in order to really carry eagle energy with integrity. Anyways, let's enjoy them. They offered a great show today, and I hope you get also I hope the microphone picked up some of the beautiful sound background of the eagles calling here, and more and more eagles are arriving and sitting on the trees here around us. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you enjoyed that, and see you again soon. Bye.